Hi guys, James here. Welcome to Taboli Goes Model Works. Yes, we have another inbox review for you here. Reason I've got these inbox reviews for you, I splurged in the Airfix Black Friday sale. So this was an absolute bargain, this kit. So Airfix 1/35 scale, World War II, British Army 30 CWT 4x2 GS truck. Model number A1380. Special features: photo etch pass, interior detail. Let's have a look at that side. 2 colour markings, one in the Corner scheme and one in a later evaluation unit that went to Russia in 1944. So that's in black and brown, I believe. Spec of the kit: width 66mm, pieces 133, so not a lot of parts there. And this side has all the warning signs of it. Model design and tooling 2022, technical schemes and pack design 2023, and it's made in Korea, so this is an academy tooled kit. So it's very similar to the KT. Let's open the box, and whoops, and here we have one. Well, there's 2 sprues in there actually. 2 sprues and 3 sprues, so it's fairly sprue light. Nice A4 instruction book and the decals, which again, if they're not like the KT ones, let's get the glare off the screen. If they're like the KT ones, they'll go on lovely, and there's the bit of PE on the back. So it has the marking ring on it. So we'll have a quick look at the instructions. It should be fairly straightforward to build this. If you built the KT, you can build this. So obviously this one has the history. Basically, best results, parts painted should be clean before parts removed with sprue wash in warm soapy water. Very important on these kits to do that. Assembly instructions. If you remember my KT build, I had a lot of fun and games with it because I didn't watch the instructions. Obviously the assembly icons, and usually for this we have a parts call out: C, D and E. Has the parts called 55 for the bonnet, called 55 there. Basically it's a KT. I'm not in KT by any other means because it's the same chassis, etc. Again, building up the chassis. Again, make sure this is square. Engine, the base of the engine block going in. You're not going to see the rest of it. Rear springs, coil spring, leaf springs. This one, axle. And front springs going in, and make sure that's level. Again, this part has the exhaust and the front axle on it. Fairly simple and straightforward. Again, note to self, put that bit in the right way around this time. I did put it in the wrong way around. Building up the wheels, fuel tanks. Yeah, note to self, build them up the right way around. Follow the instructions here. installing them, fitting the front mudguards. They should fit pretty well. Steps and back plates there. Then you're building up the load area. Make sure there's no ejector pin marks on this side because it's open. Putting the ends in. Obviously you've got 2 instructions there, I would say, and but obviously fit those ends first. You'd have to change the sequence there to fit them. So obviously you want to get this its side so it's not twisted. Box isn't twisted. But I digress there. I'm just waffling. Building up the under the floor details like these boxes. Again, I believe they're battery or fuel tank boxes. For that, again, you've got to make sure they're the right way around. Because I did them upside down. Oops. Because I've got clever and cut them off the sprue. Building up the spare wheel holder and the storage for the covers and the tarpaulins. Obviously putting the rails in there. Building up the spare wheel. Noting the placement of this part. Fitting the load area there. And then on this stage we're building up the interior. So making up the seats. Obviously bits and pieces on here. Rifle rack going in at the back, putting the window in. Make sure you paint the interior before you fit the window, or we've got a slider there, so you've got 2 options there. So you can do the blanked place, so it makes it easier. Fitting up the dashboard and a steering column. Probably won't. Well, I will probably glue them in place in first off. Then you're building up the framework of the cabin there. Again, I'll probably change the order I do the instructions, because obviously you've got to make the doors in this part, and obviously you need the doors to align those 2 parts of the thing together. Obviously decals in there as well, so you need to align it all. So don't put the glazing in until you're ready, and don't glue the doors in. Just tape them in place, because it'll help you align the roof, get everything lined up true, and then you can put the windows in later. Roof on, then you fit that to the cab there. Then this bit, fin up your mud flaps. I think they're going pretty straightforwardly. I seem to remember fitting up your radiator, bonnet and front grille, which especially looks like an Austin, but we know Dow didn't do it to get the license. He didn't mention it's on Austin to get the licensing. Fitting the mirrors, fitting your identification plate. That I think that's optional. Fitting your lights, again you can have the covers on the version. to do it. Fit in your tow bar, your I think it's a bull bar, I think we call it. I think that's what we call it now. This piece here. Obviously the options for the lights on it. And here we have the colour schemes. So this colour scheme I really like. Because it requires some masking. So we have a contour colour scheme. So I have matte linen, or it says approximately Portland stone, silver grey and slate grey on it. And they give you a fairly nice, I think to be honest, I think the dry is a scale. Let's measure them. Width length 156, so no, not quite, but you can basically blow them up to the scale. You can zoom them up to the scale to get the pattern for the masking, or just work it out on here. Okay. It's fairly straightforward. It does look quite fun. I think this, by the looks of it, it's got the earlier versions of the lights. It's Tobruk 1941, so it's Desert Alamein. And then this version is the evaluation unit that was sent to Russia. So dark earth and matte black on it. So a little bit different, a little bit different scheme. SSC2 brown, yeah. I've actually done my, I think I did the Matilda in this scheme. Well, no, it was dark earth, and it was lighter colour, I think. Yeah, fairly straightforward instructions there. And that's it. That's the instructions looked at. Then we have two bags of sprues, and this one is the C sprue. This is the last sprue. So and guess what? They're putting another load of scaffolding up to my neighbour's house this time. Right. Check the bag for parts. Nope. Fold that up. That's throw it away. So we have the lovely tan plastic, or the yellow plastic they do like doing with the armour, and some beautifully detailed parts. Grille, obviously the axles, parts of the axles there, all the interior. So it's quite simple, this one. Then this one's quite clever. No ejector pins on here. And where they have got ejector pins, they're hidden. Obviously these two have got the base has got ejector pins, but these are hidden by this. So there's no need to fill those. It's really cool. And the doors, little tiny ejector pins on that. Obviously Have to clean up the ejector pins on the interior as best you can. But again, it's really, really nice. You've got ejector pins there, but they're obviously hidden by the glazing. Instrument panel there, all the parts are all separate. Very nice. Got a few ejector pins on the back of the axles, but you're not going to see those. They've actually made them solid this time, that's cool. So that's the C sprue. Okay. This is the B sprue, I believe it's the B sprue. Right, these bags aren't cooperating. And we have 1, 2 sprues in there. So let's take the main bonnet out of there. It's a nice looking part. Obviously that should fit on there. Something like that. Okay. So put that back in, put that in the box there. Obviously this has got bits that are fairly similar to the Katie we did. There again, it's got Katie's bonnet there. The wheels, wheel hubs on there. Front of the chassis, radiator, obviously fuel tank halves, ends, sorry, on here. Nice looking axle, exhaust, and these boxes, I think they're for fuel tanks, fuel and water on this one. Mud flaps, and we'll check them. No real ejector pins on them, on those. Very nice it is too. There's the fuel, the sump for the engine. Yeah, that's it. They're water carriers in the back, and the wheels. Very nice. The coil spring, leaf springs, I should say, not coils. They're leaf springs. Obviously we'll have to deal with those ejector pins there on the exhaust. I think they're viewable on that. Just take your time. The kit should go together beautifully. You've got a lovely, lovely kit here. Does exactly what's it. Doesn't feel oily, but then the other one did. The Katie didn't, and that was oily. So I had to adapt and overcome. There we go. The light, the covered lights. Yeah, very nice. And then let's open up the windows. No surprise here. There's the front windows for the Katie. And all the glazing in there. Obviously, won't get this out of the bag. Oh, they're windscreen wipers. Oh, very fine windscreen wipers. Very nice. Yeah. So there we have it. That's a quick inbox review of the British truck Austin. It's not really well, it is an Austin, but it's not really, to avoid licensing fees. Yeah, from Airfix. Very nice it is too. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye for now.